Hey everybody. Hey everybody. Hey everybody. Welcome back to another Comic Booked unboxing video. I'm Aaron from Comic Booked. I'm just gonna unbox a couple of these Magic Mystery Power Boxes that I picked up. Found these two at Walmart. They do have 4 set boosters, 1 collector booster, and then 2 promo cards in each box. And supposedly, now we haven't seen this yet, but supposedly there are chase packs seeded 1 in every 10 of these boxes. So something to look forward to. I don't know if they're actually Legends packs. That would be cool. But we'll see what we have. So again, supposedly, I've seen some videos opening these online. I haven't actually opened one yet. But this has 4 randomly assorted booster packs, 1 collector's booster, and 2 promos. So we'll see what we find. So we'll set this aside, get the knife out, and be sure to check our page and our YouTube page and our Comic Booked website, comicbooked.com, and that's booked, Booked. Be sure to check that out for other content, comic book related, games, video games, movies, TV shows, all that good stuff. So yeah, I just did another video recently for MetaZoo, unboxing a few packs of that. So, all right, and here are our packs. So, nice empty box. Get that out of the way. We'll look at the promos last, so we'll set those aside, and we'll start with our first pack. So our very first pack is an Adventures in the Forgotten Realms from Dungeons & Dragons. And there were some fun cards in here if you liked stuff about the adventures into the dungeon. All of that kind of stuff was... Boy, these packs just fall apart. This set was all about adventuring into the dungeon. Adventuring, not adventuring. So they have the nice art cards. We'll set those aside. The lands are cool looking. They did these special classic art type cards that were variants for every card in the set, I think. So there's a Frost Giant, Kick in the Door. Most of these are commons if you've seen them before. Bull Strength, Goblin Morningstar. Now that's an uncommon. Nice uncommon. Battlecry Goblin. You see a pair of goblins. Horde Robber, another common. Green Dragon, uncommon. And then Asmodeus, the Archfiend. Now, Asmodeus is kind of interesting. He's a 6 casting cost 6/6. He's got Binding Contract, which is if you would draw a card, exile the top card of your deck instead, face down. And then you can spend 3 black to draw 7 cards. You can also spend 1 black, return all the cards exiled with Asmodeus to Archfiend, the Archfiend to their owner's hand, and you lose that much life. So probably don't want to do that too often, but it is a way to get a bunch of cards in your hand. So Feign Death is our foil. It's kind of a neat foil. And then we had a zombie token card. So interesting. All right, another Adventures in the Forgotten Realms pack. Hooray. That was a sarcastic hooray. We'll take the wolf token off of there. Regular art card. Another land. Clattering Skeletons for our classic art. Spare Dagger. Manticore. Most of these are commons, pretty easy to get. Bag of Holding. Good card. Portable Hole. That's fun. Check for Traps. Deadly Dispute. You find the villain's lair. And Orb of Dragonkind. And the Orb of Dragonkind is a pretty good artifact. It's 1 colorless and a red. Spend 1 and tap for 2 mana of any combination. Spend that only to cast dragons or activate their abilities. And then you can spend a red and tap it, sacrifice it to look at the top 7 cards. Reveal a dragon, put it in your hand, the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. And our foil is Displacer Beast. And that has a really cool, almost a 3-dimensional feel to it for the foil. Very neat. But nothing to write home about yet. So, Innistrad Midnight Hunt set booster. I feel like a lot of this is kind of the same kind of things I've seen in some of the other unboxing videos. There's our clue card on the back, clue token. And then we have the forests, which I like the forests. I like all the lands in this set. They just have a really cool feel to them. And then you get some that have the borders that are etched that are really cool looking. Novice Occultist, Blood Pact, Morkurt Behemoth, a lot of black in this. Rite of Oblivion, that's a fun card. When there's Eldritch Outrider, Overwhelmed Archivist, which is one of the flip cards. With this one, enters the battlefield, you draw a card and discard a card, and when it goes to the graveyard, you can pay the disturb cost of 3 and a blue, and bring it back flipped over as a wizard. Every time it attacks, then you can draw a card and discard a card, and it's flying. That's not a big deal. Hound Tamer, nice werewolf. Harvest Infiltrator. They did these cool, kind of the scary versions of some of the cards that gave them the neat borders. And again, this is another flip card. And Tireless Hauler, another flip card. And then our Mythic is Jaren, Corrupted Bishop. He's pretty interesting. You know, he's a 2/3 for 3. When he enters the battlefield, or another non-token human that I control dies, you lose 1 life and create one human creature token. Then for 2, you can target a human you control that gains lifelink. And at the beginning of your end step, if you have exactly 13 life, you can pay 4 and 2 black, and you can transform Jaren into Ormondal the Corruptor, which is a 6/6 flying trampling lifelink. Sacrifice another creature to draw a card, kind of like a Lord of the Pit, except instead of losing life, you sack a creature and draw a card. So it's pretty neat. And Eccentric Farmer has a neat foil to it, feeding the bugs with the pumpkins there. All right. Innistrad Midnight Hunt set booster. Here we go again. More werewolves and vampire, or well, just werewolves in this one mostly. A wolf token. Cool land art card. And then one of the swamps that has the neat borders. Really like those. Diagraph Horde. No Way Out. Path to the Festival. This is a useful card. 3 casting costs lets you search for a basic. And it has flashback for 4 and a green. Plus it lets you scry 1. So if there are 3 or more basic land types in play, it's pretty good. Festival Crasher. Thermo Alchemist. I've seen this in a lot of decks. Arcane Infusion. I think that's banned now and something. I don't know. Harvest Tide Infiltrator. There's a 3/2, and then you flip it over. Harvest Tide Assailant. Baneblade Scoundrel. And Dawnheart Rejuvenator, which is not a flip card. And my rare is Overgrown Farmland. And it enters battlefield tap unless you control 2 or more other lands, so that's good. The tap lands are fun. And then our foil is actually Curse of Surveillance, which is 4 and a blue, and that's a rare. Enchant player, at the beginning of enchanted player's upkeep, any number of target players other than that player, each draws cards equal to the number of curses attached to that player, so that's kind of fun. More of a commander type card, but still fun, and a nice foil. Alright, our collector's booster is Ikoria Collector Booster. Hey, now that's a little older set I haven't seen for a while. So we'll see what kind of beasties we get out of this set, because there were some good beasts in Ikoria. That was definitely a fun set to play. A cat token with a human soldier on the back. Nice foil. Sleeper Darts. Whisper Squad. Humble Naturalist. Blitz Leech. Void Beckoner. That's a pretty cool one. And Titanoth Rex. An 11/11 Trampler for 9, 7 and 2 green. And it has cycling. Whenever you cycle it, you put a trample counter on target creature you control. So it's a neat foil. Alright, we got a foil island. We got a non-foil I don't even know what set that's from. Bonder's Ornament. That is 3 colorless. Tap to add 1 mana of any color. 4 and tap. Each player controls a permanent named Bonder's Ornament. Who controls? I'm sorry, can't speak very well. Each player who controls a permanent named Bonder's Ornament draws a card. So you get to draw a card for 4 mana. So interesting. All right. Luminous Broodmoth full art. That's a nice mythic card, and that's the regular artwork, not the Godzilla artwork, but still very cool. Zirda, the Dawnwaker, one of the companions from this series. Not great. Auspicious Starix, which is one of the Evolve cards, and this is the alternate art version of that. That's very neat. Dreamtail Heron, also alternate art, another mutate creature. And Rogran Triome, one of the Triomes, full art, so that's pretty neat. And then we have a nice foily Baby Godzilla, Ruin Reborn. That is the Godzilla artwork for the Polywog Symbiote. Very neat, foundational mutate creature from that set. But that's cool with the Baby Godzilla artwork. I like that. It's neat. Oh, and one more. Regal Leosaur. Foil. Alternate art. Very cool. Some neat alternate art stuff in here. We got the Rogran Triome, Baby Godzilla Reborn. And for our promo cards, we got Valkyrie Harbinger. I think this is in every single box, because every opening I've seen the Valkyrie Harbinger in there. And Cleaving Reaper. That's another one I see recur very often. So, nothing spectacular. I mean, the Baby Godzilla was cool. The one Triome is good. There's some, some useful cards, but nothing that I'd be like, oh, I can't believe I got that. Just that kind of thing. So, all right, we'll go ahead and go to the next box. We'll leave this out, and we'll just stack on top of it, and see if we get our money's worth out of this one. I'm hopeful, ever hopeful. Otherwise, I just stop playing Magic, right? Okay. Wow. My goodness. There's all kinds of mess here. And then I dropped one on the floor, so I'm not going to find it. And there's some crappy foils. Well, we'll go to the promos first. So the first foil, it's got plastic on it. Cyclone Summoner. You can see that is curved up like a, I don't know what, like a half pipe. And then Valkyrie Harbinger. Gee, how many of those I could pull if I just got buying these boxes? All right. So it looks like a couple of Midnight Hunt packs, a couple of Kamigawa boosters, and our collector booster is a Theros Beyond Death pack. So that's interesting. Not necessarily vintage, but maybe there's some good stuff in there. Well, let's go ahead and start. Get these out of the way. The Midnight Hunt packs. A lot of work just to open these dumb things. Alright, so our first Midnight Hunt booster. I'll go through these fairly quickly. You can kind of see what's in them from the stuff we've already looked at. That's cool. One of the art cards. I don't remember what creature that was, but that was a neat creature. Anyway, they did introduce these in these. I don't know if this was the first set that had them, but they were mini games. So it was like something you could play with 2 players in 2 packs. So it takes 5 minutes. This was a day versus night. So interesting, Put that over there with the promos. All right, so I'll go through the commons real quick. There's a Duress, Olivia's Midnight Ambush, Mounted Dread Knight, Vivisection's one of our uncommons. That's a good one. Sacrifice creature, draw 3 cards. Scab Wrangler, tap 3 untapped creatures, tap a target creature. Gale Drifter is our common, and that's one of the flip over cards. And then Shady Traveler as well. And then we got Rockfall Vale, which is a good card. Red-green Tapland. And our foil is Sigardian Savior. It's a nice mythic foil. 3/3 flyer for 5. When it enters the battlefield, if you cast it, return up to 2 target creatures with mana value 2 or less from the graveyard to the battlefield. So, not bad. Put that in there. Alright. Another Midnight Hunt booster. Hunting for things. Another art card. One of the homunculuses. Oh, a foil art. Forest. Those are really nice. I love the way the borders are on these. I said that so many times. I'm sorry. Repeat myself. I really like the borders. Hungry for More. That's a good spell. Lets you create a 3/1 red vampire creature token with trample, lifelink, and haste. And then you sacrifice it at the end of the turn. Blood Tithe Collector. Stormquirk Blood Thief. Shady Traveler. Harvest-Tide Infiltrator. Sigarda's Splendor. It goes along with our Sigarda's Savior. There's Unblinking Observer, which we had the artwork for out of the same pack. So that's kind of cool. As a foil, not great, but oh well. And then a useless promo card. Alright, let's get into Kamigawa. Neon Dynasty. I remember the first Magic pre-release that I went to play was in the first Kamigawa set, and it was in North Carolina, I believe. It might have been Ohio, actually, years and years ago, whenever that was. In fact, I think it was Ohio. I went up to Columbus to a big event, probably a couple thousand people there, but it was a lot of fun. I had no idea what I was doing. I had run events I had my own shop for a while. Had run events there and had a lot of fun doing that. Played in different tournaments around, but I'd never been to something so big. So it was fun. I played a ninja deck. It was a lot of fun, and I didn't do too bad. I think I ended up winning like 3 packs that day, so it was pretty fun. All right, but yeah, Kamigawa's got some cool artwork too. Some neat border, variant art that they do for their cards as well. They have some nice ninjas. Ogre Ninja, Kaido's Pursuit, Tamiyo's Completion, pretty good card. You enchant a permanent. If it's an equipment, you unattach it. Enchanted permanent loses all abilities and doesn't untap during its controller's untap step. So kind of locks everything down. Tamiyo's Safekeeping. This is good for pretty much any deck you can splash some green in because it gives a permanent that you control hexproof and indestructible, and you gain 2 life. So pretty nice. Discover the Impossible. Colossal Sky Turtle. Okiba Salvage. Befriending the Moths is one of the sagas in this set. Target creature you control gets +1/+1 and gains flying until end of turn. You do that twice. Then you exile the saga, flip it over, and bring it back into play as the Imperial Moth. It's a 2/4 with flying. So, not spectacular, but whatever. Tribute to Hirobi. 2 casting cost saga that creates a couple rats for your opponents. And then when you flip him over, you get control of all the rats. And then whenever he attacks, you can sacrifice another creature. And if you do, you get to draw cards. So you can sack your rats and draw cards. Interesting. A really cool foil Aki Ronin. Lovely artwork on that. And that's the variant art as well. So, and then a Spirit token promo. And pack 2 of Kamigawa. Can we get a Grease Fang or something to irritate people? I don't know. That is like the #1 irritating card out of this set. Nezumi Blade Blesser, Nezumi Prowler. There's some more Rat Ninjas. Moonfolk Samurai. I like the artwork on these. Again, the alternate borders are really neat. Moon Snare Specialist, the ninjas with ninjutsu abilities are really good. Moonfolk Puzzle Maker, Colossal Sky Turtle again, Okiba Salvage again, Azusa's Many Journeys. This lets you play an additional land. Saga line number 2 gets you 3 life, and then you can flip it and get Likeness of the Seeker, which is a 3/3. And if it becomes blocked, you untap 3 lands that you control. so it's good. Goro, Disciple of Ryusi. This is a good card. It's a 2/2 for 2, but then for 1 red, it gives all your creatures haste. And for 3 and 2 red, you can create a 5/5 dragon, and you can do that if you control an attacking modified creature, so a creature with a token, or any kind of token on it, so it's pretty good. And then Brute Suit is our foil, and it's got a nice line right down the middle of it, or down the side of it there, that makes it worth less money. It's great. All right, so that's it there. And we'll go to our collector's booster of Theros Beyond Death. I will say I never opened any of these collector boosters, but I was playing Theros Beyond Death and the whole Theros line when that came out originally. So that was a lot of fun. All the gods and everything. So who knows what's going to be in here? Let's find out. All right, Daybreaker Chimera is our first card. Neat in a foil. It's fun. A lot of devotion stuff going on with this set. So this spell costs X less to cast for X is your devotion to white. So he could be pretty cheap. Ichthyomorphosis. This is a good one. Basically turns something into a fish. A 0/1 fish. And not the cool fish from Dominaria. Or, I'm sorry, New Capenna. The blue fish that get through. They can't be blocked. Those are great. So, but this is not that fish. Play that on your opponent's creatures. Make them 0/1s. Little Death Touch Snake. Oread of Mountains Ablaze. This is one of the nymphs. Discard and draw card thing. Birth of Miletus. A lot of people play this card. Get you the planes, get you a wall, and get you some life. It's kind of a stall card. Slaughter Priest of Mogus. Nice foil again. Illyrius Enraptured. It's kind of the the Narcissus myth. Very cool foil swamp, foil mountain. Now we have the Tree Shaker Chimera, which is an 8/5 for 7. All creatures able to block Tree Shaker Chimera do so. When Tree Shaker Chimera dies, draw 3 cards. Now that is actually from, that is from this set, yeah. That's cool. Shatter the Sky in a full art. Very nice. That'd be nice in a foil, but that's still very cool. Dream Trawler, full art foil. Very, very nice. This is a lot of fun card. If you haven't played this, if you've played against it, it's very irritating. But it's 2 colors, 2 white, 2 blue, 3/5, flying with lifelink. And when you draw a card, it gets +1/+0 till the end of turn. So if you're playing a deck that lets you draw cards, you can really pump it up quickly. When it attacks, you draw a card, so it gets that automatic +1/+0. And then you can discard a card, and it gains hexproof until the end of turn, and you can tap it. So you can protect it from a lot of things. A very nice full art foil. We got Anax, Hardened in the Forge, and star 3, so his power is equal to the number of creatures you control. Power is equal to the devotion to red. And then when he dies, you make a satyr, so it's kind of cool. Unless he's 4 power or greater, then you make two satyrs. And there's a foil version of it, too. And then we have a little satyr token to go along with Anax and Goat on the back. So, very cool. Fun stuff. Some neat cards here. I don't know that I would recommend going out and buying these things because they are not cheap. And we didn't get a legend, so who knows? Maybe you should buy the rest of them. There'll be legend packs in those, but I'm not guaranteeing anything. So far, I haven't seen one. But I hope you enjoyed this. This is the kind of thing I'm going to try to do over the next few weeks, to just show off a few different things and get you interested in some of these different games that are out. We'll take a look at Flesh and Blood as well. There's another video up now for MetaZoo. I'll have another MetaZoo later this week. And then some more Magic coming up soon. We have an entire box here of Dominaria United right here, set boosters to bust open. I'm really looking forward to that. And I have a Magic the Gathering Universes Beyond Warhammer 40K Tyranid Swarm Commander deck that I have not opened yet, that I want to open for you guys to see what that's all about. I got a few other things out here. Some sports stuff, some non-sports stuff, all kinds of things that we'll crack open here on the channel and show off. Please like, subscribe, share this. Go out to our website as well, comicbook.com. Check out our other content. Leave comments here on this video. Let me know other stuff that you'd like to see, and I'll see what I can do. All right. Thanks for watching.